Hello guys, welcome to TCS Baba. I am Dipankar. I am 2016 batch Tripura Civil Service Officer and I am here as your mentor and guide to teach you regarding the various strategies and aspects of Tripura Civil Service exam. So in the last video I have already discussed the very basics of note making, how to think from exam point of view while making the notes, how to step by step analyze the various news sources and also the static portion. So in this video I'll be teaching you how to do it everything in OneNote application in Windows and also how to sync it in your mobile phone. So stay tuned till the end of the video to learn something new today and also how to organize and strategically prepare for this exam. And if you are liking this video, give a thumbs up to this video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get the latest video information. So let's start this video. So let's start the video with the syllabus of this exam. I have told you multiple times that syllabus of this exam should be with you at all the time while reading the reference book, while reading the current affairs, that means the newspaper, or making notes or anything. By let's say 1 month or 2 months, the syllabus should be by heart by you. Once the syllabus is by heart by you, you won't make the mistake of studying something which is unnecessary for the exam or wasting your time reading any random article which you may think is important but is not actually in the syllabus of the exam. Okay, the syllabus should always be there with you. So let's see how the syllabus is organized. Syllabus is very nicely organized for Tripura Civil Service exam. There are total 6 papers, but let's focus mainly on the GS paper because that's where you have to make the maximum amount of notes. Let's look at paper 4 of the GS. Paper 4 is the economy portion, Indian economy. It's divided into various sections, section A, B, C, D. So what I already told you earlier, if you are making the offline notes, then you have to make multiple copies. I told you for each paper there should be a separate copy and preferably for each section there should be a separate copy, which will make it very easy for you to make the comprehensive notes and also revise during the last phase of your exam. So let me introduce you to OneNote. OneNote is a wonderful app. It's available in Windows. It's by Microsoft. It's available for free in Windows. It's available for free in Android, iPhone, and also available in website as well. So this app I specifically used during my preparation time and also is being used by various students for their UPSC and even any other state civil service or any other exam as such. Okay, so let me show you how it is organized and how you should structure your notes in OneNote. So let's see. So this is basically the OneNote for Windows 10. What you have to understand is it's basically something like, let's say TPSC exam is a one big briefcase, one big box. Okay, TPSC exam, one big box, and you have multiple folders containing your GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, language paper, current affairs, notes everywhere. Your folders are there, and inside each big folder of GS paper 1, GS paper 2, there are multiple short notebooks, small notebooks which contains your section wise news articles or materials to read from. So with that basic thing in background, let's see how you can organize the same thing in OneNote. So OneNote, first is you have to create a new notebook. Notebook is the very big box that I was talking about here. So visualize notebook as something like this. So you have to create, I have already created a notebook by the name of TPSC. You can give any sort of name that you want and create a notebook here. So let's say this TPSC notebook is there, and inside that notebook you create small folders. So inside that notebook you create folders which is called here as section. Okay, each section I have created like GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, 4, language paper 1, language paper 2, etc. and one miscellaneous section also. you can easily create section by clicking here section. Let's say I want to create something like current affairs. So this current affairs section is created. Okay, so this way you can easily create a section, and inside each section there will be multiple pages. Although it's called pages, but a page can contain all sort of information. I will show you briefly. Inside GS paper 1, GS paper 2, I have created different pages. Like you can click add page and page is created here, and you can give it any name. Okay? You can easily give the name here and the page will be created. Now, as per the syllabus, see, the syllabus is section A, Indian economy, poverty, etc. So accordingly, I have created Indian economy, poverty, unemployment as one page. The second section is the concept of budget, fiscal and monetary policy. I have created another page. Section D I have created in a more detailed way, and there are 4 subsections: social security measures, concept and different aspect, already education, health, infrastructure. All these are different pages. Let's create one banking system in India subsection for this banking money supply. So I click here, I click on add page comes here, banking system in India. Let me name it as banking system in India. So banking system in India page is created. So how do you create banking system in India as a subsection of this? Just click on this and click make sub page. Okay, so see, this comes under this as sub page, and you can close it also similarly like this, or open it. So this is the main paper, GS paper 4. These are the different section A, B, C, D, E, and under each section there are subsection. So this, the whole structure has been created as per the syllabus. One good thing about OneNote is OneNote automatically syncs whatever you write in OneNote. You don't have to continuously save anything. Whatever, let's say I write here, I don't have to save anything. This will be auto save. There is no save option available here. See here, sync is going on and it's already synced. You just need a Hotmail account. Now let's move into the browser to find out regarding what's latest news is available. So in the newspaper regarding Indian economy, today there was a news regarding the RBI monthly monetary policy. In our syllabus, in the section B of paper 4, GS paper 4, there is something called the monetary policy. So you see, once you have the syllabus along with you, you can easily find out what is important in the newspaper. मैं वही चीज़ बोल रहा था, in the newspaper of 5th June 5th, there is a news regarding the RBI bi-monthly monetary policy. So what do once you read the news article? You read the news article, you find out what are the key terms that are there in the news article. How do you understand, or how do you find out what's the key terms? You have to read the basic books, standard books. That's what I was saying, you have to have a mix regarding the standard book sources and also the news article. You can't suddenly start understanding what's there in the news article unless you have read the standard books. The standard book links are already there in the description below. You can just go to Amazon and buy those books. Okay. Once you have a clear understanding regarding the concepts, key concept, then only once you read the newspaper, you will understand what's important and what's not. So what you do is you go to OneNote, you create a new subpage of monetary policy because it's already there in the syllabus, and in that you write down regarding the RBI monetary policy. Let me just make it a little bigger. Okay. So regarding this, you can just make pointer notes. You can copy from the website who is the RBI governor. RBI governor is Shaktikant Das. Let me just get it. RBI governor is Shaktikant Das. This is important. Similarly, you go ahead, you find out what's important in the news article. You can just copy whatever is there. You can come to OneNote and you can paste. While pasting, you can click on keep text only, so that will not give you the link. So from here, what you should do is in OneNote only, after you have taken all the materials from all the websites and any other reference books, what you do is you read whatever you have pasted and then cut it down to as much concise as possible. Repo rate, you have to read regarding, let's say, repo rate etc. kept unchanged. Repo rate of lending banks, its repo rate unchanged at 4%. For 6 time is not needed. Reverse repo rate at 3.5%. So these two are important. Let's say what is the current repo rate, what is the current reverse repo rate, it's already unchanged. That's it. So whenever any new news article regarding the RBI bi-monthly or annual monetary policy comes in, you can just refer to whatever note is already made in the OneNote and you can just add on to it. You can easily add anywhere. Okay. Let's say you find some sort of chart that you want to include in your notes, and that will be very helpful. As I already told, that charts and some sort of flow chart is very nice to include in your answer writing, which will make your answer more lively and more interesting. Okay. So regarding that, once you find, let's say, some sort of chart, so what you do is there is one clip for OneNote that is there. So you click on clip for OneNote and you can click on region and you can drag the clip here. That's it. And it goes into, let's say, in GS4, it clips. Or what you can do is you can just take a screenshot, or what you can do is just snip and sketch this. So what you do is you just take a screenshot here, that's it, and you copy this and you paste here. That's it. It's so simple. You can reduce the size and you can place it here or anywhere you want. It stays. Okay. So this is so simple. You can keep all these charts along with you and it will be very helpful while revising your notes. So this is just one news article that you have written. Something or the other, let's say regarding banking system, something else comes up, you can make notes regarding here, and some other news article comes in, you just want to write somewhere else, you can start writing anywhere. You can click anywhere and start writing anywhere, but it's better to just organize it in a way like one after another. You can drag and drop anywhere. That's what I like about OneNote. It's so restricted but yet so unrestricted. It gives you immense freedom while preparing any notes. It's something like you have a big board, big blackboard, where you can keep on writing and organizing your note. So use your imagination and just make your notes the way you like. You can use various formatting tools, you can highlight them or not, but as I already told you, sir, don't highlight your notes, because your notes, if you are highlighting, that means you are getting important words out of the notes that you have already made. Then what's the point of making the notes? Your note should contain only the words which are important. Okay? So one page that you should make is the missed out topics to make notes. That I already told you earlier in the last video, that sometimes some news article you read in the newspaper but you don't find enough time to make notes out of it. So what you do is you can just create a month wise, let's say regarding May 2021, this topic I have missed and this is the source, the website from where you have read. You can just write it here, or any book that you have read, you want to make notes but you have forgotten that, you can just write it in the source. Okay. So similarly, once you have made the notes out of that, you can just strike that, or you can just delete if you want. So for Tripura, make sure you make a separate page in OneNote regarding all the facts and figures of Tripura. And if you are making it offline, make sure you have a separate notebook which contains all the information regarding Tripura, whichever you get. Let it be current affairs, let it be static facts. One notebook or one page to revise during your your mains, your interview. So this is one page that I maintained regarding the Tripura facts and figures. I started first with the map, so it gives me a visual sort of idea regarding where all the places are, and then I started with the historical profile. So each year wise, which were whatever things were important, I wrote it down. The state profile, see this is 2015 wala data, so I haven't updated anything here, but many of the things are unchanged. So and then this is the district, the various subdivision, the area. So that also I have written some snippets like this is the smallest, this is the largest, some geographical data regarding Tripura, and also the rivers of Tripura. See, rivers of Tripura, what it helps regarding once you have the map is many of the questions that are asked in pre or mains you can very easily answer if you have the mental picture regarding how the rivers are flowing. Regarding mountains also you can mark in the map where the mountains are, so that way it becomes very easy to answer in the exam. Now another two things that I mentioned in the last video is the government schemes and government acts. Government schemes wala एक separate page बना लो and government acts also separate page बना लो. Scheme acts are different, but many a times schemes are related to act, so you can either have a single page or two separate pages as you want, up to you, whichever makes you comfortable. So for act 1 or any act, you have to analyze the act from the four different factors that I have already discussed in the last video. One is the first is the premise, which contains all the details regarding the act, the various issues, the issues you read from the news articles, from the editorial, whatever issues are there, that in a very comprehensive or in a very concise way you write it down, the pros or benefits of that act, and the various solutions that you, the regarding the solution you can either you think, or I would say you read various editorials regarding that act. If it's that important, it will be in the editorial, so read from there and you write it down. Now regarding the language paper 1, essay report writing précis is there in the language paper 1. So regarding essay, as I did in 2015, is I took all the previous year questions and I found out what were the different topics that were there each year. So then I sort of analyzed which are the broad topics and which are the broad topics that came. I have already discussed regarding this strategy in my earlier videos also. So this also gives some sort of idea regarding which topics I should prepare on. So based on this you make maybe short notes or some sort of smaller notes regarding some common essay topics, and that will be very easy for you to write in the exam. Regarding report writing, you can make a separate sort of strategy that you want, you can write it down. Regarding précis, whatever is sort of the formula that I have to follow in writing, that also I wrote it down. For language paper 2, there is alternative English prose and poetry. If you have taken some other like Kokborok or Bengali, the structure is the same, the prose and poetry are both there. So how I made the notes, the summary, the critical survey, etc., critical analysis of the prose and poetry, I can make a separate video. So if you guys need how to study for alternative English, please write it in the comment below. I'll make a separate video regarding that. Okay. So that thing also I wrote it down in the OneNote, so it became very easy for me to revise during the exam. So let me show you a little bit regarding the history notes that I prepared earlier. This is not TCS specific because this is UPSC specific in let's say freedom struggle. So freedom struggle, I try to make notes in chronological order that I have already told you regarding the Tripura portion that I have shown. So see, 1973, this is this, these are some of the notes, and it becomes very easy for me to revise. Now regarding Indian culture, let me show you India's valley civilization. and these are, so this much, so this much is Indus Valley civilization, उससे ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं. Although these notes I made in 2015 I made these notes. This can be much more concised. This is not the concise or the final notes, because the final notes are there in paper and I don't have the paper with me. So these are some of the comprehensive notes from where you make the precise notes. So I hope I have given you a little bit idea regarding how to make the notes in a very comprehensive, concise, and in a way which will help you in revising during the exam. Now let me tell you regarding the sources from where you have to study.